Hi there, everybody. I'm here with Loya, and we're here to talk about a God box and her experience. So, Loya, can you tell me about your experience using a God box?
Certainly. So, about 9 years ago, I would say, as I was going through the process of recovery, it was introduced to me that we needed to have this conversation and this closeness with God. And the concept of God and having these conversations was elusive. And I thought, I don't really know how to do that. And another person came up to me and said, "Why don't you use a God box?" And I said, "What's that?"
That's usually everybody's first reaction.
And I'm like, "Oh, is God in the box?" And she said, "No, it's just a way to converse with God. That's more like a tangible means of, like, we're humans.
Right.
And human, I like to see and reflect and hold on to tangible things as a mean of proof." And so here was the proof of stepping into God's existence, was this conversation that I was having by placing notes in there or prayers in there. And then what the prayer I would say, which was suggested to me, was, "God, you are of infinite possibilities and I am of finite resources."
Wow.
So I give you this, and whatever is on my piece of paper, it's a person, place, thing that I'm having difficulties or issues with. I say, I give you this, whatever, to work on for me for the next 24 hours, because I know that you are here and you are working in my favor. And here's the big trick: I put it in the box and I trust that God is going to be working on it, and I leave it alone.
Oh, you got to have trust?
Trust, a lot of trust. So I can't go back and peek in the box and try to pull it back out,
Oh,
because the real practice is, when I think of this infinite God, it becomes too large for me to even conceive.
right.
But when I can think about 24 hours and allowing maybe this creative energy or this intuition or whatever in the universe to work in my favor for 24 hours, that became more digestible.
Wow. So, can you give us any real examples of how it worked for you? It worked for me with my brother. He was having medical issues and we didn't know what to do, where to place him, and I was going crazy. So, I put just my brother's name in the box. And the next day, the situation righted itself. No help from me. I was out of it. God took control, and he went on to get to the right places with no help from me. That doesn't mean we don't have to work for some of the stuff that's in our box, but can you give any real examples?
I can give you the biggest example that I have, which was I had a real dark, deep, dark secret. And it wasn't,
Don't we all?
but it wasn't a dark secret. It was just something that I wasn't ready to really reflect on or even ask God about. And that was that I had a daughter who I gave up for adoption when I was 21 years old. And when I stepped into my recovery process, there was this looming thing of, I wonder what she was doing and did I
Wow.
make the right choice? And so a couple months came in and I'm writing and journaling, and this real deep heaviness came to me, and I started journaling and writing about my daughter.
Wow.
And for the first time in a long time, instead of praying, "God, I hope she's okay," this thing, it became, "God, I need to know she's okay and I made the right decision." And I gave this prayer to God, which was to know that I did the right thing. Please just let me know I did the right thing.
Mhm.
And in less than 24 hours, my daughter, who I'd never talked to,
No.
her family contacted me
No
on
way.
Facebook.
You're kidding.
And
Oh
I
my
just
God.
was
Oh.
like, what the
Oh.
heck is happening? But I took the steps, and like, the faith is there, right? And when I
Oh.
have faith, what that looked like was, in that morning, I started talking about her openly for the very first time. And I started sharing about that I had this daughter for the very first time. And people were looking at me like I was kind of nuts, because they were like, "Oh, so what?" Because I was
no.
talking to people who didn't know them.
I get this. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, 24 hours later, I was actually talking to her over the phone for the very first time.
Well,
So it works.
thank you for sharing that story. That's very powerful. When I post this, do you mind if I put that as the title there? Because that's very powerful to let other people know how a mother who gave up child for adoption.
Absolutely.
Because that is so powerful.
It is. And now we've had a relationship for 9 years.
No way.
And it is like the most blessed relationship ever. My family grew so big within just that couple weeks. And we all have just this really wonderful relationship, her family, her parents, and me.
Well, your God's box story trumps mine getting a car. So that's
Yeah.
because actually I did that car right there that you see out there.
Yes.
I put car in a God box, and somebody we know, me and my wife, the next week or so said, "Hey, I heard you guys were in need of a car. Let me buy it for you guys, and we will. You just make payments to me, no interest, no nothing." And we said, "Sure." We thought there was going to be some hook, no hook, nothing. And now I've had that car 2 years and paid it off with him, no interest, nothing. But just out of the blue, this guy said, "Hey, I hear you have." So a God box works. Can you show him your God box one more time?
This is my God box. And one of the biggest things I got to remember sometimes is I don't know.
Look at
what's
hers is
in
full.
there,
See?
but I don't really, like, since I have faith, I really don't know what's in there anymore. God's
cool.
working on it.
That's cool.
But I also have coins that I've collected on my travels.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, this one's the Red Roads actually convention, and
Nice.
just some of, oh, I have another coin in there.
Right. These are the fancy ones that I'm sending out, and we're going to start sending out some plain ones out in the world. So hope you'll see it. But thank you so much for doing this for me. I appreciate it. It's a powerful. I didn't imagine how powerful.
But if I'll close with this.
Yes, please.
2 weeks ago, I was in, or no, about a month ago, I was in a real troubling employment environment. And I knew it wasn't something that I needed to be in anymore. And I was ready to quit my job, quit my profession. And I said that prayer, God, just give me direction. I want to do something with numbers. I don't want to be in politics anymore. And so I forgot I said that. And then a week later, I got terminated and hired on the same day.
That's a God box worker. Make a God box. It's simple. You just get any box, write God box on it, and start putting your intentions in it. So thank you, Loya.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.